Asking important people questions as the camera moves closer to their face. What does gender equality mean to you?
Well, I think in terms of gender equality, obviously you do have, the whole feminist movement. I'm a politics student, so you do have the whole feminist movement. And in terms of, women just want equal rights as men, I don't think, anyone should be higher than anyone else. We're all put on this earth to do what we got to do. So I think, just what it says on the tin, I guess.
Have you experienced imposter syndrome during your life? And if you have, how have you tackled it?
Can you remind me what imposter syndrome is?
So feeling like either you're not worth being where you are or you kind of don't belong, or that kind of thing.
Well, being a mixed race person, it's really difficult. So I grew up in Ghana, where obviously, I'm considered white there. But when you come here, everyone says, oh, you're black, and there's like a matter of never knowing exactly where you're meant to fit in. There are a lot of times when I always look around the room and think, oh, I'm the only person kind of that looks like me. But I think you get used to it over time. At some point you're like a shiny new novelty, and then at some point you're kind of like, well, I better just get used to it.
What do you think are the pros and the cons of being a woman in a very visible position within an organisation like at the SU and at the university?
Pros and cons of being a woman. I guess it is. I'm very lucky to be in the position I am. I do feel like a lot of people feel like they can talk to me and come to me for advice. I have a lot of people emailing me about issues that are going on campus that they may not feel comfortable with talking to other people. Cons? I don't know. I guess I don't really like being in the public eye as much as a lot of the other officers. So I guess I haven't been in this position where my face is always out there. I'm always doing things. I'm always around campus. So it's weird just going around and people saying, oh yeah, you're Delphine. Wow. Yeah.
What achievement in your studies or in your life are you especially proud of?
Oh, coming here, just to get to England, get to university, it's a very big thing. My parents were really hesitant about it at first, so I'm really lucky to kind of be here learning what I'm learning and hopefully to continue later on. As well, I guess being a women's officer is a pretty big achievement for me. It's kind of the first time I've ran for anything in a big scale election. I was a school prefect when I was younger, but that's completely different.
Is there a woman in your life who's inspired you in some way, and can you talk about them?
Well, yeah, a lot of people. Especially on my dad's side, my dad has mostly sisters. And, my dad lived through a war. He went to countries where he was faced with racism. His sisters did the same. And I remember my aunt telling me, the best thing that ever happened to her in her high school life was, doing better than the boy who bullied her. And, they work in the EU, they're ambassadors, and they really inspire me to kind of pursue my own dreams. The same goes for my mum and my godmother. I was really lucky, especially during university processes, because my dad was really hesitant to let me come to the UK, and they were practically arguing with him, saying, let her do what she wants to do. She's going to do it. When I didn't get into the university I wanted, my godmother was like, oh, it might take a while to get to where your dream job is or what your dream is, but, just because you're going a different path doesn't mean you're not going to end up where you want to be. And I'm very lucky for them always supporting me all the time. Yeah.
What advice would you give to yourself when you were just starting university, if you could go back in time and talk to yourself?
Definitely stop comparing yourself to others. It is going to be really, really hard. I started at a foundation year, and I was in a student accommodation with everyone who was in first year, which means everyone graduated before me. My friends, went straight through to uni doing first year, so I was like, oh, I'm a failure, I'm going too slow, I'm not good enough. And I was really lucky. I had friends around me from back home that used to call me all the time saying, you know, you can do it, you're worth it, you're all right. And I guess that's kind of what I would tell myself. Don't compare yourself to others. Just try your best and you'll be fine. I mean, clearly. I'm very lucky now to realize that. And I guess, but at the same time, I guess if I didn't have like that kind of hardships and pains and stuff throughout the years, I wouldn't be who I am today.
What keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated?
Either in your studies or in your role at the SU?
I always want to make change. You know, I'm really interested in women and development issues, especially growing up in, you know, Ghana, where I grew up in. It's not, you know, it's not a massively poor country that you see on TV, but there are still some issues and, you know, women do suffer around the world. And I do feel like even if I can make a little change, that's the most helpful thing. As well, I guess it's kind of, and I know it sounds really weird, when I was in high school, my principal, you know, when I got really good grades, people used to tell me, oh, we didn't expect you to get this far. And I guess just, you know, kind of continuing to prove them wrong just really helps me because I knew that I could do it. I just want to make other people see that I can too.